Hey guys, so I'm going to talk to you now about a bit about sleep. And one of the things that we're highlighting is Serenity and Serenity soft gels. These we use on our sleep challenge. We use them individually and we use them together on the sleep challenge. So if you haven't done a sleep challenge, then do get in touch with one of us about that because it's a really, really good way to try some oils and see what works for you. I'll explain a little bit about how to use them both, and then we'll go into a little bit about them both. So to use soft gels, okay, so soft gels they are ready-made. Again, I'll explain what's in them in a second, and they are easy to swallow. So you can take one or two of these before you go to sleep. You can take one, and then if you wake up in the night, you can take a second one, or you can take two before you go to sleep. They are actually not just good for sleep. They are also really, really good. It's a restful complex, really good for calming. So if you suffer with like anxiety or really have worried feelings during the day, you can also actually take them during the day. And the way it works with our body is actually amazing. It doesn't make you tired during the day. So don't worry about that. It's not like taking a sleeping pill that's going to make you tired. It works with your body and allows you to be restful during the day. So if you're quite an anxious person and need some extra support with that, you can use these in the daytime as well. Okay, so that's your Serenity soft gel. Serenity oil. Okay, so you can use this many ways. You can use it one in a diffuser. Okay, so you can put it in a diffuser, about 3 or 4 drops in your diffuser at bedtime. I like to do that. You can pop it onto your hands, add some carrier oil, rub it into your hands, round the back of your neck, up and down your arms, bottoms of your feet, down your spine. You can have a massage with it. What I like to do is we make bedtime sprays. So using a glass bottle, we've gone through, if you watch one of the other videos, there is a video about making a bedtime spray. So we use that and we just literally spray that around the room, spray it on our pillows before we go to sleep. I also like to make a sleep roller. So again, there's another video on that coming, is a sleep roller. Okay, so that's another way to use it. So I use my roller on my arms, bottoms of my feet, around my neck, even under my nose. I find the smell of Serenity very, very calming, and it really, really helps me sleep. So there's a couple of ways you can use it. The Serenity oil is not for internal use. Okay, so this one is for topical and aromatic use only. And then you have the Serenity soft gels that you can take internally. So doTERRA have made that ready for you. Another thing I like to do is meditative type breathing before you go to sleep. So just nice deep square breathing in, hold, breathe out, and hold again before breathing in again. And I do that for about 5 seconds each on a square, but you can start at 3 seconds or whatever's needed for you. And I find that really, really calms me day and night. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit. I'm going to share my screen with you actually, because I want to show you a little bit about how these are so amazing. So this is your Serenity and Serenity soft gels. Okay, so this is going to just explain a little bit about it. This is all I've typed in here is Serenity soft gels clinical trial. Okay, so we all know that there's a massive need to get good sleep. If you don't know, sleep impacts many other parts of your health. So it affects your cardiovascular system. It affects your mood. It affects concentration. Sleep is used as a torture for people to get information out of them, because they know that of how horrible it is when you have lack of sleep. So if you're an insomniac and things like that, you'll know how much you're really struggling. And sleep just impacts so many different areas of your life. It also impacts diet. And so if you're trying to lose weight and you're not getting the right amount of sleep, then you're not going to effectively lose weight. So it kind of explains a lot about these in here. In the soft gels, they are lavender oil, L-theanine, passion flower and chamomile, and they may aid in several parameters of sleep quality, which is what we really need when human clinical data on the finished product. So this is just showing you when what's been done on this clinical trial. Okay, so the clinical trial itself, they looked at 62 healthy adults with self-reported occasional trouble sleeping to put this to test. They were put into groups. They were divided into placebo and then into test groups. And they did 6 weeks randomized double-blind placebo controlled crossover study. What that means is they both got to do, each side of them got to do both sides. So one of them was given a placebo while the other one had Serenity soft gels, and then they swapped them, but they didn't know which one they were doing each time. So during they got the participants to swallow 2 soft gels every night, about 30 minutes before going to bed. They were both double blinded, so like I say, they weren't able to know what ones they were seeing. And then it's got on here that prior to the study and at the end of each week during the 6-week study period, as well as a diary that included general information about sleep time, exercise, caffeine intake, and other objective metric associated with sleep, a total of 51 participants completed the study. They also filled out a validated sleep quality assessment tool. Okay, so the results. If you on here, so I'm just going to quickly try and read through. So basically, there was significant improvements in falling asleep, balance, coordination upon wakening, ease of awakening, alertness following awakening, compared to the placebo and the washout periods. So they had a washout period between the 2 areas to make sure that it was a fair trial. So conclusion that is that although the study was a small scale and short term, it provides further clinical evidence to support the previous research suggesting that internal consumption of lavender, L-thymine, lemon balm, passion flower, and chamomile may improve parameters of sleep quality, and that of the doTERRA Serenity complex was a more effective and more natural alternative to a single component and sleep products. So basically, again, you can read this for yourself. So that just tells you a little bit about the trial and doing your Serenity soft gels. Serenity oil. Okay, so now Serenity oil. Amazing. So again, you can just get these from typing in Serenity doTERRA PIP, so product information page, and that will bring you up your ones. I tend to put Europe in mine as well in my search, because otherwise you might end up with Canadian or American ones. They're all very similar, but if you wanted the Europe one, then you can pop that in. So this one is fantastic. It's got lavender oil, it's got cedarwood, hoewood, vetiver. Just having a quick look to see what else is in there, because it's got, I can't move down. It gives you a lot of other bigger names, but I'm just trying to pull you out the ones which you would know. But you can have a little look on there and you can see those different ones. But again, this tells you different ways to use it and how to use it. I absolutely love Serenity Restful blend. I think it's made such a big difference to my sleep over the year or so I've been using it. I, like I say, have my own sleep routine. We sometimes do a massage with it, but I can find that my Fitbit will back me up. My sleep score is always in the high 80s to 90s. I tend to go to sleep around about 11, half 11 most nights, and get up around 7 the next morning. And I have a fantastic sleep score. So I highly recommend that you try it yourself. Clock your fit, if you have a Fitbit, even better, or Garmin or anything that can track your sleep. Track your sleep before you do it and track your sleep while you're doing it. And then if you are going to stop, I wouldn't stop again personally. If you are going to stop again, then you can always track it again to see what's happening. So that is our Serenity and Serenity soft gels. I could, like I say, talk about this for hours, but I'm not going to take up all of your time. It's been a bit of a longer video. So thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you again in the week.